is, believe it or not, I counted, episode number 60 of the Crafty Nomad podcast. And the crowd roars, episode number 60. Actual full episode. So, I have definitely had way more than 60 videos out, but when I considered a full episode, number 60. So I want to let you know that I actually have show notes today, and let's get started. So first of all, I want to tell you where to find me all over the internet. I am on Ravelry. My name is Pettis Kim Knits, PettisKimKnits. Over on Instagram, you can find me as @KimTheCraftyNomad. I also have a podcast group for this podcast. I have a Facebook group for the podcast, and it is called the Crafty Nomad Podcast Group. Please go on over there and join that group. I have an Etsy shop, guys, and I make project bags. And yeah, I have some things over there now. I am really going for trying to have some kind of a update in March. But anyway, the shop is called Ebony Pearl. That is all one word, and it is spelled EBONIEPEARL, and it is named after my dear grandmother and my dear niece. So there you go. And finally, my email address. I have a dedicated email address for the podcast, and it is called thecraftynomad@outlook.com. So those are all the places you can find me. I wanted to just give a big warm welcome to all new and old subscribers. Welcome everybody who's been here with me for a long time, and welcome to everyone who has signed up and helped signed up. Everyone who has subscribed in the last several weeks, helping me to get to over 500 subscribers. I am so grateful for you guys. Now, there will be a giveaway coming up. I'm trying to get the prize made. And so when I get the prize made, then we'll do the video. So, yeah. So that's where we are with that. If you are visiting with me today for the first time and you are not a subscriber, please go ahead and hit that subscription button if you like what you see. In addition, hit that notification bell so you will receive a notification every time I upload a new video. And if you've already subscribed and you haven't hit that notification bell, please do so. So anyway, that is that. But I really want to say a couple thank yous before I get into my whips. First of all, I want to say thank you to everybody who watched and commented on the previous video, which was my very first episode in a new series that I am calling Meet the Maker. And I am so grateful for Chris Bragg, who was my very first person to do that. I'm very excited that she did it, and thank you guys for all the incredible comments in the comment section below that video, just really encouraging Chris to continue on, and I think she's doing it. So I will also relink her channel down below so that you guys can go over and subscribe to her. I'm very excited because I do have someone else who wants to do this for me. So very soon, somewhere in the next week or so, you will get another Meet the Maker video. And I'll talk a little bit more about that at the end of this episode, or how you can become one of my guests on that particular series. So grateful for Chris, and for my next guest, who I will not name right now because yeah, I'm gonna keep that as a surprise. But since I'm saying thank you to subscribers, I really want to say a hearty thank you to Teresa over at Little Trees Treasures because she sent me a little encouraging button. It just came in the mail, and it's a little Valentine, and it's so cool because it's not all Valentine-y, and it's awesome. So I was really excited about getting that. And Teresa sent me a really nice note, and it really made me smile. So Teresa, thank you so much for providing me or for giving me this, because I am super, super encouraged by my little button. So thank you so much for that, Teresa. Okay, so now it's time for all the whips. So I got a little bit of startitis. Not start. I did a little startitis, but I'm working on other projects too. So you guys know that in this bag, I have been working on my little unicorn. So last you saw, I was just working on the head. So I've got the head done. I've got to cinch it closed, but the head is done on the unicorn. And it, wait, which way is right? Yeah, this way is right. And you see I have the eyes on already. So that's the head. And I still haven't closed it, stuffed, but haven't cinched it up, but I will. And then I got started on the next part of the unicorn, which is the body. And you guys know I'm using a carrot cake. It's gonna match the blanket that I finished out of the same carrot cakes. I think it's called either Rainbow Sprinkles or Cupcake Sprinkles or something like that. Anyway, that's what I'm doing with that, and it's coming along nicely. I'm really trying to focus. Actually, I'm gonna really focus on it this week so I can get it done and get it mailed, because I need to get the gift there. The baby's due in May, but I really want to get it done in a lot of time. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. All right, back. So that was the unicorn. The next thing is the C2C blanket that I have been working on. I picked up and started another one. It is the one that I'm doing with the Red Heart Super Saver ombre in the colorway Green Apple. So I am at the point on this where I've finished one whole ball of I've actually finished almost 2 whole balls, just increasing. Once I finish that last part, which will probably be sometime tonight or tomorrow, then I will start to decrease with the next 2 balls and then go around it, and we'll see how big it is. I think I'm actually going to keep this one. It's going to be my couch blanket, but I'm going to save it for when I get a new couch. Anyway, so when I posted this up on the group, a lot of people hadn't seen that colorway, the Green Apple colorway. A lot of folks said, a couple people said they didn't have it in their Walmart, they didn't have it. And I said, oh, I got mine at Joann's. And I said that with full confidence that I was going to be able to go back to Joann's and get the rest that I needed. So I did that last weekend. You want to know what happened? They didn't have any. Like, they had all the ombres, and the section that said Green Apple was completely empty. I asked the girl, did she have any in the back, and she didn't have any more. So then she searched some of the other Joann's in my area, and the ones that had it were just really wasn't worth the trip for me to go get it. So I had to order it from Red Heart Yarns online. So I went ahead and ordered it, which is such a bummer because it's, you know, no coupon, wasn't on sale, paid shipping, but oh well. I got what I needed, and as soon as it comes, then I can finish up. So that's that for that. And I'm going to pop a video in and a picture right here so you could see it, because I took a little video of it. I didn't want to bring it over here because it's getting super big. So actually I'm gonna pop it in right about here. All right guys, here's my C2C. It is, I'm almost finished with the second ball, And then I will start with a third ball and start to decrease. So that's where we're at. Okay, so next thing that I'm going to show you guys is, okay, so Debbie, the Canadian crocheter, is doing something called a low-cal cal. So basically you have to make something. I think I got the rules right. It's hosted by Debbie and co-hosted by Karen over at Happiness is Homemade. And you have to do something that is sort of local to you or something based on where you're located at, which is why it's called the low-cal cal. So anyway, I was kind of stumped as to what to do. I mean, I'm in California. I could have done poppies, but do what with the poppies? So I didn't do that. Anyway, I just kept thinking about it, and I came across this map of the state of California, and it had all of these things that are connected to California on it. So apparently, just like the poppy is our state flower, I think. Would you believe we have a state mammal? And what it is a California, it's a gray whale. The state mammal is a gray whale. And I'm going to pop a picture of it in right here of what it looks like for real. And then I'm going to pop in a picture also right after that of the actual design that I'm using. So I found one of the kawaii cuddlers from 3 a.m. Grace Designs that is a whale. And so I'll pop a picture in of that right here. And I'm now going to show you what I am making. So when they made theirs, they made it with a different colorway, but I found this colorway, and it's a Red Heart Super Saver colorway. I was looking for something that had gray and white in it, because if you look at the picture that I put in of the gray whale, it's dark gray, but it has a lot of little white spots on it. At least that's what it looks like in the picture. And so I thought I would use this, which is Red Heart Super Saver in the colorway Soapstone. And it's going to have flecks, so it's mostly gray, but there's spots of lighter gray and spots of white and some spots of black. And so far I have one piece of the body done, and it's curling up because I crocheted this really tight because, you know, it has to be stuffed. So, sorry. So here it is. It's a free pattern on their site. I think you can purchase the PDF for like a clean copy where you have no ads, but I'll put a picture in of this as well. I took a picture so you can see it. So this is one body, one part of the body. And I am working on the second part of the body right here. So I'm on my way to finishing it up. I put it up on the group and asked people to kind of guess what they thought it was, and people had no idea. Someone thought it was a snail, which was a good guess, but it is a California gray whale. At least it's a whale, and it's going to be gray, and I'm calling it a California gray whale. And that's going to be my entry into the Canadian Crocheters low-cal cal. So there you go. And Karen did a cuddler too, and she did a fox. So go on over there if you want to go ahead and join the Canadian Crocheters podcast group on Ravelry, and then you can kind of see what people are making for this low-cal cal. So it's super fun. Thanks, Debbie, for coming up with it, and I'm glad I finally thought of something that I could do so I can participate. So that's that for that. And then, okay, So remember this yarn? This is the Premier Yarn Sweet Roll in the colorway Butterscotch Pop. 100% acrylic, 245 yards, and it is a worsted. I was making a sampler blanket out of it, and I lost patience because I actually want to give it to somebody as a comfort blanket, like a lap blanket, someone who's going through a hard time, and I just really want to get it done. So, I decided to use and make a blanket based on the Unraveled Mittens 2019 Stash Busting Cow block that we did last week. And it was called the Boxed Block Crochet Stitch. And I decided, because she gave you what the repeat should be, to go ahead and make a blanket based on that stitch. So here's where I am. I just started it. And of course, once I get it done, I will be doing a border to make it a bit bigger, but it's just gonna be like a little lap style blanket for my friend. So that's that. I have both of these in here in this bag because I take them with me, and if I get a chance to work on it. But I have it in this bag that I made, which, you know, I love this bag because it's very yarny. If you look, you can see the center of the flowers are yarn balls. You can also see that the apples on the tree are yarn balls. But I just discovered this today, that the sheep have knitting needles in their fur, in the wool on their heads, on their fleece, in their fleece. There you go. So yeah, I thought this was so cute. Like, I bought it for the sheep, but then it has so many other yarny details in it. I really love it. So, and it's just lined with a green polka dot, and I always use Grosgrain ribbon as my drawstring. So that's that for that. So that was the unicorn, the C2C, and the cuddler, and the other blanket. So the final thing, which I should have showed you last week because I was working on it. I had a lot of this already done last week, and this is the Jada Stitches 2019 folk art blanket crochet along, and here's where I stand. I am using Big Stitch, Big Twist from Joann's, and this is Big Twist Value, and that's my darker blue. This actually is Red Heart Super Saver and I think Cafe Latte. And then this is the Big Twist in Emerald. So I'm going to tell you what happened. I was actually finished with the first part, and Jada has already come out with the second part. I was finished with the green section that was supposed to be done on the first part. And when I looked at it, I was like, why is it kind of leaning in the green? Well, I had picked up the wrong, I had been using a size I crochet hook, and suddenly I was using a G. So I had to rip it all out and start again so you can see how I'm pulling from the middle, but because I had to rip it all out, that's what's wrapped around there. So that actually is going to be my last whip. I have one finished object, which I just started and finished yesterday. And I made another hat that's very similar to the one that, the little blue one that I made and still have not mailed. But anyway, I made it. I'm going to get to the post office this week. I need to put that in my planner, actually. Anyway, my husband wanted a hat. Oh, that's the back. And I made him one in black. And this is the herringbone half double crochet stitch, which I have fallen in love with. He tried it on. It fits great. And, yeah. I enjoyed it. So what I used was something I have never seen before or since. I went to Joann's like sometime last year to get yarn. No, Michael's. I was in Michael's. I needed a black Super Saver, so I grabbed one. When I got home, it was not Red Heart Super Saver worsted. It was Red Heart Super Saver Chunky. I have not seen it since. I think this was just misdelivered or something, but yeah, it's like a chunky Red Heart Super Saver, and that's what I made this this hat out of. This one I winged. I figured out the circumference of my husband's head and made the band first, joined it. This is just, front back loop, single crochet. And then I joined it, and then I put one row of single crochet around the circle, and then I just did half doubles all the way. It's not the best join, but it's not too bad in the back. I gotta master the seamless join. But anyway, that's that for that. If he likes it, it works. So that's I think that's all my projects that I'm going to show. All right. Okay. So let me give you guys a quick update on the Meet the Maker project. Again, the first episode was a total hit. I'm so grateful for everybody who took the time to watch it and meet Chris Bragg. Again, thank you, Chris. I do have my second person lined up who has signed up to do it. But I'm still looking for more and more people to join up. So if you have folks over on you're a YouTuber and you have people on your Facebook page that you think might want to do this, come on, send them my way. If you are a YouTuber and you have a smaller channel and you just want to get your name out there, reach out to me. I'm going to continue to reach out to some of you, and hopefully you will say yes to be a part of this project. It was so cool to do it. It's so fun. It challenged my editing skills, but we got it done. Anyway, if you're interested, please email me at the Crafty Nomad. Email me at thecraftynomad@outlook.com, and we can talk and get you signed up to be a part of this project. What I think I'm going to eventually do, my nose is super shiny. Sorry about that. After I get several, I think I'm going to end up doing some sort of giveaway to everybody who participates. I'm going to just do a draw for the people who are participating in that. So anyway, sign up please, and be on the lookout for me. I will reach out to some people as I continue down the line with this project. What do we have upcoming? I'm getting this from Terry over at the Yarn Joy podcast. She always talks about what she has upcoming, and so what we have upcoming is Jada and Stitches already came out with the second part of the blanket, so I have to finish the first part, start the second part. The next block, the next square from the Unraveled Mittens 2019 Stash Busting Crochet Along is due out this week, so I'm excited about that. And then also I heard from watching Terry about the Amber's channel, which I've been on Amber's channel, but I just discovered today that I was not subscribed. But Amber, I am now subscribed, and I hit the notification bell because I didn't know about my favorite musical crochet along, or I don't even know completely 100% about it yet because I got to go back and watch her video. But just from watching Terry with her inspired idea that she's going to be doing for this, I decided that I wanted to do this crochet along as well. And, I'm really bad at crochet alongs, and for this year, I don't know what's going on, but I'm joining all the crochet alongs. And, but I'm just trying to join it and do things that I know I can do. So, but this one, This is going to be a little more challenging because I already know what my musical is, and I already found the pattern that I'm going to use. And it's a little bit more than what I normally do, but I think if I can get it done, it's going to be beautiful, and I will gift it to somebody later this year. It'll be a part of my 2019 handmade holiday that I've challenged myself to do. So, but I will share with you that my favorite musical, I have two. I love musicals, but I have my two favorite. One is Grease, which was just on last week, and the other one is The Sound of Music. The Sound of Music is my very first one that I fell in love with, and so my project is going to be based on The Sound of Music. So that's what we also have coming up. And then I think that's it for the show. I wanted to share with you guys, I know I shared with you guys my planner in January, and I'm going to be honest, I haven't been using it, but life is getting busy, so I said I better get to it. So I wanted to show you something. I worked on it today, and I have these, I found these stencils, which I'm not that great at yet. I got to figure out how to make them work, but just to be able to put certain things in my planner. And I'm very excited. I had it taped down in my planner so I could use it. So I'm taking the tape off. But look at this one that I was able to find. It's a little messy because I've been using it. But look at that stencil. This is for like bullet journalers, which I tried to do. And I'll show you in a minute. I did it, but it's really way more time consuming than I have time to do. So see that? It's crochet hook, yarn ball. So I'm just going to show you a couple things that I put in my planner, and then we're going to end this out. So I did the yarn ball here. This is supposed to look like knit stitches, but it bled through, so that was not a success. And yeah, it bled through onto my crochet hook, which I put on my planner. And I think that's it. Oh, no, I did put the yarn ball on my planner. Isn't that cute? Anyway, I'm trying to use my planner and stay organized because it's about to get real busy. Anyway, that's it. That's all. I am going to end this out here and say thank you again for joining me. And before I say goodbye, I'm going to have a special guest come on and say hi and goodbye at the same time. Can you get over here without knocking the camera? Don't knock the camera.
Hi.
Use your normal voice, please.
Hi.
All right.
And like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.
All righty. Thank you. All right. Goodbye, guys, and we'll see you next time on the Crafty Nomad podcast. Until then, keep it crafty.